Hi, everybody. I don't have any papers presented, but I'm just going to be speaking from the top of my head, which I think I'm okay at because I'm supposed to be a writer, so, you know. So I'm Patrick Sauriol. I was born, raised in Vancouver. My mom and dad had a house in Victoria and Kingsway, and I grew up on the east side of the school, or east side of the city, and seen Vancouver go through many changes. And I've also raised 3 children here, found a woman that I love deeply who is an immigrant from Scotland, and we've raised a wonderful family in Champlain Heights, Killarney, as renters, because we can't afford a house. We're average people and we're priced out. We've always tried to be very economically sound and safe. But I'm one of those guys that I just want to try and say, what can I do to make my lot in life, and what can I do to make the other people's lot in life better? And even though I come from blue-collar, humble roots, and they thought, you know, grow up and be a trade and all that, I proved my parents wrong and went into a white-collar industry, used my education and went to school, and I became a writer, and then I became an entrepreneur at the age of 25, had the opportunity to sell a digital business and found that I can make a living from it. And for the last 25, 30 years, I've been an entrepreneur in the digital space. It's been a wonderful opportunity. I think Vancouver's got some good potential there for becoming even more important on the world stage, but it's allowed me to pay my bills and be a responsible citizen of Vancouver. But I'm just as frustrated as everybody in this room, more than likely, and all the other people out there, that I feel that choices are being taken away by big interests. And as I got older and got a little further along in my careers, I turned my digital entrepreneurship into digital marketing. So I got to work with over 100 different companies that were small proprietorships, all the way up to $250 million a year in revenue, and find ways to listen to a business owner and say, here's what I can do to get your message out, tell your story. You know, let more people connect with you, show you that you have a business that is good and makes a product and service that's going to be appreciated by customers. So I've done doing that, and I've also been teaching a bit in school for the last decade as well, too, teaching online business and digital marketing. This all comes together because I think my secret sauce about how I can help team is not only that I've lived here in Vancouver and I've seen the changes, and I'm, to quote a line from one of my favorite movies, mad as hell and don't want to take it anymore. I'm a bit of a movie buff, so I've got that going. I use a lot of analogies for movies. But that as a marketer, if there's a really good story or there's a really good company and I like what they're doing, I get behind that 100%. And that's the way I feel with team. I had the privilege of working with Colleen 15 years ago in her first startup. And I got to see firsthand that she has honor, integrity, and she's smart. So when she ran for mayor 4 years ago, well, even before that, when she was going to be a councillor, she had my vote. But she has my support as a mayor, too. So when she said, hey, would you consider coming on board with this? I know that this is the person that I want to be my leader. And I will be behind her 100%. I might not have the depth of knowledge like Josh does, or Kathleen, or those type of things. But I know that the story we need to tell needs to get out there. It needs to resonate with all the other people who are as mad as hell and don't want to take it anymore. And those people that feel there's not an alternative. We are the alternative. We're the ones that need to go out there and change the tide and actually try to be the underdogs that win, so that the next 4 years we get this city back on track. So I would love to be a part of this. I would love to help with my marketing skills in the good Jedi way and not the evil Darth Vader way, and use my digital background as well, too, to help grow business and diversify business here. And that's it. That's me in a nutshell. Thank you very much for listening.